you. You ready? I'm talking to you. We see it. Talking to you. Are you talking to you? Are you talking to you? You ready? I'm talking to you. We see it. Talking to you. I'm talking to you. Talking to you.
Go ahead, man.
Let's go.
Danny,
what are we doing?
Danny, I came to Caps yesterday, and I said, Caps, what do you think about this? If we debated who are the top 5 greatest battlers of all time, not top 10, top 5, because what that does is you have to, a lot of people who could be mentioned going to get left out, which makes you have to think harder about who you're going to put in place and where.
Damn. You mean top 5 in order or top 5 just period?
Danny, it wouldn't be right if we didn't do it in order.
Damn, because now what you're doing, this is impossible. I'll tell you why. Because what you're doing is when you put it in order, basically you got to name one dude as the best battler of all time.
Yep.
And that's been highly debated for years.
But Danny, how about this though? Do you not have your own opinion on that though?
I mean, I got my own opinion, but we all gonna have different opinions.
Bro, look, it's a debate show.
So it's like Nas said, ain't no bet. Because when you can do this with hip hop, who's the best rapper of all time? Niggas gonna tell you Rakim, Cool G Rap, Biggie, Pop, Nas, Jay-Z, Scarface.
But Danny, here's the flip side of it. We may actually agree on some shit. We just not gonna agree on everything. You never know, but you never know what perspectives can come out when you actually debating something like this. Somebody might say something you didn't even consider. You never know where it can go.
Hey man, how are we starting this?
Okay.
Number 5.
Number 5. Bruh, honestly, I believe like you have to start from 1 because it makes more sense that way. Because you name who you think is best, and then everybody who comes after that is who you think is lesser than that guy, but still belongs on the list.
Got you. All right, hold on, Ever. Say it again, Danny. Who you got for number 1?
Danny?
Well, I think his phone is fucking up.
Yeah, my fault. Go ahead.
Yeah, but your phone sounds terrible, Danny. I don't know what's going on with your phone.
Hold on. 7. Give me like 1 minute.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Caps. But nah, you can limit it because 10. When you start naming 10, it's just like 5 just makes it the way you have to really consider everything. 10, that's just too loose. You can just start putting almost anybody there almost. But 5 means you got to narrow it down to the absolute best of the best niggas. And that.
You know what, you is right. You do got to start from 1. But I figured it would be better to start from 5 going down. But you know what, you're actually talking right, man. As soon as Danny come back on, we can be this.
I mean, let me hear y'all. Let me hear y'all's first.
Okay.
Well, we're going to go one at a time. Go ahead, Ever.
Yeah, okay. Well, for me...
All time.
Wow. For me, before I even say it, when I think of the best all time, talent has to be a factor. For me, it's number 1 factor. Then your impact on the culture.
Okay.
What kind of impact did you have? And for the 3rd, your win-loss record. Because you can't be out just running around getting killed and be the GOAT. That being said,
after you say who number 1 is.
Look, I'm about to tell you who it is now, so you know. Mine is Mook. Yep.
Okay.
I just took the air out the room. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. As far as impact goes, all right. See, here's the thing about Mook. This is why it's so fucking crazy and shit. It's like it's really hard to say no, it's not Mook. When he's probably the most known battle rapper. I think the real reason why Rough Riders actually signed him was because of battle rap. He Even though he makes it seem like it wasn't that, it was because of battle rap. That's how we.
Like, what else could it have been?
We just got to be real here, but it wasn't because of your.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Well, back in the day when he came at Cassidy, like, man, talk about a culture shock. Like, niggas is on that shit. I don't know about Sean. I was, though. I was on that shit. Like, oh, shit, this nigga really went at Cass. Like, what the fuck going on? Then Cass has some slicks and moves back. So it's not like Mook is a nobody and shit. And then when you start to factor talent-wise, now the only thing that might hurt Mook a little bit, but help at the same time, is the camera era. Because in the camera era, you gotta think about this shit right here. Back in the day, there was mad recycles. Everybody had, like, I've seen Mook battle with the same 2 verses, 3 verses, like, in like 3, 4 different battles, bro. To the point that, like, to the point that if I see a battle, I already know what the fuck these niggas getting ready to say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's what they were doing back then. But
that's what they were doing.
We had Bizarre come up there, and then Bizarre said the nigga ran through like a 30-man tournament, undefeated and shit. This is shit that the average nigga's not gonna know and shit. So it's like, it makes you really think about, man.
Yo, can I say this though? Here's the thing, Cap. Here's the thing, Cap. All I can say is this.
Hold on. So we saying this. We're saying Mook is definitely more talented.
But that's one factor. That's a third of the criteria.
Damn, man, I don't want to agree with that, but it's hard to disagree with that.
That what?
And let me ask y'all this.
You talking about Mook is the most talented? I don't know.
No.
I said his last 11 rounds. How could you argue?
Well, here's my thing, Danny. Like I said, it's a 3-point criteria. Talent is just 1/3 of it, but nobody's going to sit here and tell me Mook is not talented. Like, that's not even debatable as far as I'm concerned.
Everybody.
No. What I'm saying, talent, impact, and your wins and losses. Those 3 things combined is what I'm judging everybody by to determine who I think the best, who number 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever.
See, even with the wins and losses, even with the wins and losses, even that shit is hard. Go ahead.
Is Mook more talented than Lux?
No, I don't think. Put it this way: I don't think he's more talented. I think he uses his talent more efficiently, though. But he's talented enough.
He beat Lux. He
arguably beat him twice.
Right.
I think wait a minute.
I had Lux winning that first battle.
Flat out got Mook winning the first battle.
No, it's arguable. It's
arguable. But it's arguable. But I got Lux.
Let me tell y'all this. I made it known to y'all that to a lot of people that I came into battle rap when I came in. It was like right after the set.
All right, you did it, bro.
Hold on. I'm making a point. My nigga, I'm making a point. My nigga, could you please let me get this one off? But
go ahead, bro.
I saw the Smack DVDs in 2005. I saw Artie. Okay. You know who all it was. Now, when I saw all those battles, the one thing I will say is that I liked Mook when he was battling them dudes, but when he battled Lux, I didn't know who Lux was, but it was something different about Lux than those other dudes. I felt like he was nicer than Mook was, and I feel like that has stood to this day. He's just flat out nicer with putting shit together with Mook. He got delivery and all of that stuff. But, like I said, when Mook get on stage, Mook is coming to take your head off. Lux sometimes want to show he's an artist and he can write this way, but I don't think he's always writing to just flat out win.
See, it was hard because you got to think about this. It wasn't like, it was more about the bars back then. It wasn't so much. Number one, when you say win in the battle rap, that's why I asked last show, how do you actually win in battle rap? Because winning back then and winning now is 2 complete different things. Facts. Back then, you had to have facts. Bars. Now it's like it dead ass about personals and all that shit now. Like any wild shit that happened to you in public and battle rap, that motherfucker is going to be an angle in your next battle. The end. Period.
Yeah.
So it definitely ain't the same no more shit. You know what I'm saying? But
at the same time, how well do you use angles? Just because you got an angle don't mean you're gonna body somebody with it.
I mean,
yeah, that's true. Because you know what? Yeah, the angle has to be executed well. Because think about Nitty angle with the training thing with Tay-Rock.
Yeah,
it didn't work out. It didn't work out. So sometimes an angle can miss. An angle can actually backfire on you sometimes.
Yeah.
If you don't execute well. I think Mook and T-Top and even Hollow, like these are some of the masters of the angle. Real Deal. Even Lux. These guys are masters of the angle. Maybe even the Source. These guys know how to take an angle and destroy you with it. Soul Khan. Like, these guys are talented at that.
Yeah.
Like he said, it changed. It used to be bars. Back in the day. Now it's like you can win with bully tactics.
Yep.
You can win by bumping the dude, pocket checking the dude. You can win just by being more aggressive. Even though your bars might not be as effective as your opponents, you can just the fans can just feel like you're realer than what your opponent is. You can take away versus quantum physics.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I kind of looked at the shit this way. In this era, it comes down to whose performance that I feel the most. That's what it really comes down to, which allows for somebody to just bully someone away. If a dude got you looking crazy on stage, niggas will say you lost even if that dude barred your life away. Those bars get nullified because he bumped you around the stage.
Right. Well, I'll tell you one thing. The reason why there's no way to judge a battle is because everybody is looking for something different. I'm looking for conviction in bars. I'm looking for like, do you mean this shit that you saying? Like, I gotta believe that you mean this shit. And then your bars have to be fucking dope. You can't just say the cat in the hat ran up with a bat. You can't say that and win. But then there's guys who win with angles. Some guys can win with jokes. Nigga can joke you out of there. You know what I'm saying? I know how Young X get out. I know how Uno Labos get out. It's just certain battles that just will make you look funny. Even Goods. Goods will get in and just make a nigga look corny.
Well, see, Danny, that's the other thing, too. A lot of people don't like jokes, but I say, look, everybody can't joke. You can't take somebody's talent away just because you don't like it. You know, like me.
Right.
I don't like a lot of crazy scheming, but if it's hitting, it's hitting. Like, I can't tell you stop doing that because it's not something I personally like. So, like, Goods.
Right.
Goods will get in. If Goods can get up there and make you look crazy.
Not gonna say. All right, let's get back on top of those. So what? All right, you got Mook.
I got Mook. Who you got? Who y'all got?
I'm gonna have to go with Hollow.
Oh.
It hurts for me to do this. It hurts. The reason why is just like I said. The reason why is just he just has less question marks than Mook and Lux. So I gotta go with him as number one.
Okay,
you know, I've seen Hollow travel. I've seen Hollow take on pin game guys. I've seen him take on angle guys. I've seen him take on everybody, like all the different types of battlers. I haven't seen Lux face all the different types, and I really ain't seen Mook face all the different types. So between Arsenal and Hollow, these might be the. Yeah, man. Arsenal to be in there with like everybody, win or lose.
Hey, Danny, here's my thing. This is my criteria, and this is why Hollow wasn't my GOAT. I looked at it this way. I said, I think Hollow's right now in this GOAT conversation because personals is a big thing. He knows how to angle you, right? But if battle rap was just about bars, if it was just about come in there and just rap, would Hollow the Don still be in that same conversation?
No.
I think Mook proved he could. I think Lux proved he could. I don't think Hollow proved he could. And that's where I think the talent issue, he kind of falls off a little bit in that area.
But look at this. Hollow don't look at it like that. You know what he says? He says TMB, too many bars. He got throwaway bar. He got dirty backers for niggas. So Hollow don't look at him as a non-pin game guy. He looks at himself as one of the lyricists. That's why he says TMB, too many bars. We look at it like, nigga, you're not one of the pen game guys. But he's putting himself in there, so he got confidence in his own self, so I gotta respect that.
Look, I can respect it, but that's not his respect for himself is not going to influence my opinion of him. Like, I'm just saying, like, bro, let's keep it a buck, man. If battle rap came down to you just got niggas, they drawing names out of hat at the event, you just bring your best material. Hollow the Don would not be in the GOAT conversation, but I still think the way Mook said himself, Mook had bars. When it was about bars, he had them, and he said it with conviction. Like Mook said it with his chest. You understand what I'm saying? Lux had his thing. I think those two dudes would still be in the conversation. Hollow would probably be a tier below them. That's why he can't be my GOAT.
Yikes, man. But see, we didn't say who, like, based on
the talent is part of it.
Overall, you said overall who is the best of all time overall. Now, if it was lyrics, I would put myself, Daylight, JC, and Lux in the lyric conversation.
No. But then here's the thing. Here's the thing about overall. But Danny, here's the other thing. When you start talking about impact and wins and losses, it's like you put all of them together. I still don't think he's number one. But that number one talent has to be the top priority. That's why I named talent first. You can't be the GOAT if you are not very talented.
So you're telling me Hollow isn't talented? What are you saying?
Danny, I didn't say he's not talented. What I'm saying is, well, let me ask you a question. Do you think Hollow's impact on battle rap comes close to Mook's?
Nobody comes close to Mook. And I think that was timing.
That's not even close. That's not even close.
Hold on. Let me fight that. I gotta fight that. Yeah, man. You throwing out. Okay, Mook came in at a time when this shit was fresh and new. Mook just so happened to be around and know the right people when that shit popped off. Because there was other niggas around that time that was just as talented. He just so happened to be one of the first faces we seen. So that was timing. You know what I'm saying? He's going to always hold that position. He's going to always hold that position. What about in this generation? Is Mook making any moves this generation to influence the culture? No.
Well, hold on, Danny. Let me address your first point. Let me address that first point. As far as that goes, Danny, how many niggas do you think was battle rapping in the early 2000s when Smack is walking around with a camera? He didn't have to choose Mook to be his face. He had to choose this nigga, but he was. There had to be a million niggas battling in New York back during that time. Because back then, dudes were still battling to get record deals.
So I'm going to tell you what, man. I'll tell you what. This is what we're going to have to do. I'm going to talk to Smack my goddamn self and ask Smack how that whole process happened. Because we never have gotten the full behind-the-scenes story on how the whole shit even started in the first place. As far as how he chose batters, which batters he chose. Did he handpick or was it just on the spot? I need to know this before I can just.
But Danny, I feel that point. Let me ask you a question. Let me say this. I feel what you're saying, but do you think Mook is the only person he had access to in New York to film? No. Of course not. So why keep featuring Mook? Why didn't Mook become the face?
It's not all right ever. It's not like he just seen Mook walking down the street and said, "Hey man, do you battle rap and put you in front of a camera?" The nigga name was already ringing bells.
It was already ringing.
Right.
But why wasn't other dudes? But my point is, why was other dudes' name not ringing?
I mean, you had other niggas around that time too, though. Hold on, though. I mean, you telling me Head Ice and Lux and T-Rex wasn't around? You saying J Mills, Party Army, Uncasa wasn't around too?
But why was Mook the feature guy?
Shells wasn't around.
And they didn't have to pay them then. Why was Mook the feature guy?
We gotta ask Smack that, man. I can't answer that for Smack. You're trying to answer. You're trying to just say.
But Danny, I'm losing logical reason. Logical reason.
Mook was the dopest one.
Go, say it again, Danny.
No, you're saying Mook was the dopest one in New York City, and that's why he was the face. That's what you're saying.
No. What I'm saying is no. That's not what I'm. Danny, that's not. Those are not the words I use. What I'm saying is that a combination between his talent and the way people felt what he was saying. That's why I think he became the feature. People just rock with him. His talent was part of it. But, bro, it's something about somebody grabbing you through the screen. Like, you feel like you got to watch this dude. Talent is part, but that it factor is another thing, too. That cannot be taken out of it.
I mean, I don't know, man. That just so happened to be the niggas we saw on the fucking DVD over here on the West Coast. I can't speak for over there. On the West, we looking at it like, man, he cool. He all right. Well, look, we got niggas over here that's colder. That's how we felt. That's how we felt. That's how we just daylight. No can do. We always looking at it like, oh, this is dope that this shit is getting put on a bigger level. Now we can watch this shit on DVD. Yeah, them niggas they got on there is cool. I want to go to the East Coast and get on that shit.
Daddy,
that's how we felt. I wasn't grabbed
through
the screen. I wasn't grabbed. I wasn't enthralled by seeing Mook. Honestly, God. I mean,
Daddy, look, that's a whole other conversation. Daddy, nobody appeals to everybody.
Yeah, but look what you're saying though.
But Danny, do you think my argument? Danny,
he grabs you to the screen. No, he don't grab he didn't grab everybody through the goddamn screen.
Danny, why does it have to be everybody?
Man, all right.
Danny, Danny, hold on. Danny, you said everybody. Why does it have to be everybody?
That's what you said.
I didn't say everybody. I think he grabbed people. Danny, if it was 65% of the people, that's the majority.
Man, this is what you said. And you said, why was Mook the face? Because he grabbed niggas through the screen. You felt what he was saying. That's partly true. But then again, not everybody thought, because some niggas seen T-Rex and said, yo, I'm like, what he doing better than what I seen Mook do. Some niggas seen Lux. Some niggas seen Lux.
Danny, I know that
fan.
everybody didn't feel that way.
Okay, on the West Coast, we didn't feel none of them. Listen, man, I ain't
gonna front. This shit actually gonna annoy me sometimes. You gotta let this nigga talk, bro. Stop cutting this nigga off, bro.
Danny, every time you saying I'm talking, I'm not saying a word. What are you talking about? I literally said nothing for like a minute. Yeah, I said nothing for like a minute.
I'm just saying,
man.
I'm
thinking you heard echoes, bro. Like, you can do the
I'm just saying, we need Smack. We need Smack to answer that. Why was Mook chosen?
Man, fuck that shit. We don't need Smack to answer that shit. At the end of the day, can we keep digressing from the topic here, bro? Like,
right.
If you got Mook number one, you got Mook number one. If he number 2 or 3, whatever, I get we gotta act like that, but that shit ain't gonna change a motherfucking thing at this point, right? Not right now.
Mook my number 1.
Now I agree with what Danny, what you said about the whole. Let me take over real quick. Danny, what you said about the whole impact has Mook impacted battle rap the last couple of years. I actually agree with you on that. A whole lot. I'm at the point now where I'm damn near disgusted with Mook because it's just like some of these niggas be wanting the fuck out. There's classic battles that if they had actually happened when the fuck they were supposed to, instead of niggas playing games, it would be a fire battle. Like back in the day, we all want niggas. Well, not we all. Niggas want to see Rex versus Reed. The battle still hasn't happened. They're talking about, oh yeah, we're gonna have Rex versus Reed. Don't nobody want to see that shit now. These niggas are all out of shape, overweight, fucking just saying anything that like if y'all had got these niggas when they were starving and hungry back in the day, when they was both doing their thing, it would have been a classic. It would have been a straight classic. Niggas will be fucking shit up. I'm gonna be honest with you. Verb versus Lux. Like, look, bro. Every year that goes past, I don't want to see that battle more and more. It should have already happened. This shit should have been happened. Even that shit ain't like, there's just so many battles now that I don't even care about. It's kind of fucking ridiculous. So Mook, I think, holding out for these last couple of years for that one big payday and this and that fucked him up some, bro. We gotta admit that shit. That shit actually fucked him up some, bro. Look, I can't keep saying Mook is number 1 because it's back in the day, bro.
No. Let me say
that's what I'm saying.
I have an argument for modern day. I have an argument.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna hear it.
He's obviously going to be lower on impact in the modern era. But when he has battles, You put two legends, certified legends in front of him, and he bodied both of them. How many dudes can do that?
And I thought he was going to lose to Iron Solomon.
Yeah, they thought he was going to lose. Yeah, period. They thought he was going to lose. Mook put up proof of dudes saying Iron was going to beat him, going to kill him. People said Lux was going to beat him. He beat now, bro. He didn't just beat him. He bodied them.
Let's do this. Can I argue against that?
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
All right. So undoubtedly, these were two legends that he bodied, right? Now, how hard was it for him to body both of them niggas? Anybody could have beat that Iron Solomon. What?
It's hard to say that.
Hold on. No, it's not hard to say that because Iron Solomon was trash that battle and niggas was walking out the fucking venue. He wasn't fighting back. He wasn't fighting back. After Loaded Lux's first round on the Total Slaughter shit, his round 2 and 3, don't nobody know what the fuck he was even talking about. So this wasn't, he didn't get prime Loaded Lux. He didn't get the Iron Solomon that just battle run me. He didn't get that. So it was easy for him to beat both of them niggas the way he did. Because they didn't fight.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
I don't give a fuck about their names and their statuses. I'm looking at the material that they brought to that ring on that particular night. And
okay, here's my question about anybody could have beat them. Here's my argument against that. My argument is this.
That's a dope age with Daddy. I never thought of that.
How Mook strategically approached them. I have seen very few people strategically break somebody down to nothing like Mook did in both of those battles. What Mook wrote in those battles was hold on. What Mook wrote in those battles. Hold on, bro. Let me make my point, man. Hold on. What Mook wrote in those battles
was Mook's weakest battles. Why are we talking about Mook's weakest battles?
Caps, did you not like him or was his Caps, let me ask you a question. Did you not like the battles or was it weak how he broke them down? Because you cannot like something and somebody could have still destroyed somebody.
I don't want to see that.
Okay, baby. On some honest to God shit, hold on. On some honest to God shit, niggas don't even go back and watch those battles for Mook's rounds.
Danny, let me ask you a question. But Danny, do you think it has something to do with that?
You see what I'm saying?
Danny, do you think it's because Mook changed up the way he raps so much that it's almost like Lux becoming a preacher? Niggas don't mind being a preacher, but why they got a problem with Lux being a preacher? Because that's not how he used to rap. They want him to change and go back to what he was. Mook became a complete strategist. That's what he did. Niggas want to see you for what you were when it comes to the legends. That's how I see it.
I'm not taking away from what Mook did in those battles because he masterfully break both of those guys down. But even like the casual fan not going back to watch Mook versus Solomon or Mook versus Lux Part 2.
You want to know why? Because I don't think that's what most people want, though, Danny. I don't think people want to see that, and they don't want to see that from Mook.
So you can't use that argument that that's what he did in the new generation. No, he didn't do shit. He still ain't
Danny, Danny, look, all I'm telling you is I'm able to separate myself from what I want to see and what actually happened. I can appreciate what happened in those battles, whether people want to see it or not. He ripped those dudes to shreds, Danny. You can't take away from what he did.
He did. But at the end of the day, it wasn't like life-changing material that was so dope that I just got I'm a fast-forward Solomon part. I ain't never said I'm going to fast-forward Solomon part just to watch Mook's part. I don't want to watch Mook's part either.
Hey, Danny, it changed Solomon's life. He ain't come back in 5 years.
Solomon been cooking ever since that battle. He took a loss. Everybody took a loss.
Look, maybe, but how long it took him to come back? And look,
how long it took him to come back. Before that battle.
They got bodied though. They got bodied by this man. Lux. Do you remember the theme of Lux and Clip's battle? It was a redemption story for Lux. His last battle, before that was the Mook battle. They were saying, like, hey, man, you got to come back. Yeah, y'all might say that battle was garbage, but they also was calling that like, hey, man, you got to make your big comeback, man, because if you don't, that might be it for you, which means he got bodied.
Okay.
So now, let's move on. You got Mook. Cap, who you got? Who you got? Who's your number one?
You know why it sucks, man? Because up until the Charlie Clips battle, it was verb. It was. Up until the Charlie... Well, I can't even say the Charlie Clips battle. That was just one loss to me. It was a huge loss, but that was just one loss to me. But it was like as he progressed, he started carrying less and less. It kind of damn near seemed like. So it was just like the flash was gone. I like the Verb with the waves. Who was this? Ain't give a fuck. That nigga was like, you couldn't tell me nothing about that Verb. I would have argued that he was the greatest of all time. Like to this day, I thought he was gonna beat Mook and Lux if the niggas had battle back in the day. I dead ass thought that. Once I see this nigga body bag hollow like that, listen, bro. There's nothing you can fucking think. But it's not Verb no more, obviously, and shit. I don't think it's hollow to be real. You saying all time, bro. Like, all time hollow. Like, to me, no. To me, nah. Not all time, bro. Like, come on. We be doing too much. Arsenal, it should, theoretically, it should be Arsenal. It really should. He went on that. Arsenal battle. That nigga got lost. He'll get deep to the five of them motherfuckers before you even know it. That nigga will be on a mean losing streak, bro. And it'll just be like, yo, what the fuck?
And choking. And pulling out phones. This is why he can't be number one to me.
Yeah, Arsenal can't be number one to me either, bro. But when you look at the impact, UW, not even just UW, but him booking certain battles, matchups on UW. That was monumental, which is like, damn, I gotta add this something. But Arsenal money fucked this up, bro. Arsenal just started going on runs where he was battling niggas. I didn't know who the fuck they were and all kinds of weird shit. And it was just like, yo, what is going on? You're not even battling the top niggas. That's what you gotta give props to Hollow for, and Mook and Lux. They're not just battling anybody.
Right.
Certain even Disaster. That's what Disaster kind of fucked up, I think, a little bit back in the day. Like Disaster will battle anybody with somewhat of a name. Because I think this should be in this conversation also. This main thing is, number one, if we're going to be real, let's be real, he's not black. That's number one. That's why everyone has all these jokes about him and shit. If he was black, you wouldn't have half the material on this thing that you would have is that. And number two, this kind of gives you a corny-ass vibe. He does. He could be a real cornball sometimes. Sometimes he can be cool, but sometimes he can look real corny in battles, bro. He's a dope freestyler, but that also kills him. They'll try to freestyle some shit and it'll dead ass not work for him. So I think like this is dope, but then he started getting losses all the time. It really comes down to Mook and Lux. And Lions didn't play the very big part of battle rap. I think people are forgetting that Mook never had his own platform. He battled on DVD, he's battling on these. Lux and the Lions, but I don't feel like Lions didn't met its real potential either. Lions Den could have been big.
It did introduce niggas, though. It did introduce, you know.
It did. That's a fact.
Like, that part can't be taken away.
I mean, you can't take another way. Lions Den introduced mad people. We wouldn't even know who Verb and these niggas was if it wasn't for Lux. That's why it's looking like, yo, man, it should be Lux.
Nah, bro. Look.
I'm going to tell you something, man.
I'm going to say,
here's the truth. Here's one truth. Here's the truth. No matter who you pick as number one, there's always going to be some type of argument on why they shouldn't be number one. And that goes for anybody you pick.
Anybody.
That's why I say this right here, what we doing, is like, oh man. But I if you're gonna go with Lux at number one, I'm not gonna be mad.
Look, I'm not even mad.
Greatest of all time.
I don't think nobody being mentioned in this conversation. I don't think nobody being mentioned in this conversation is not worthy of being mentioned. Like, I think that goes without saying.
Fact.
So
yeah, that's fact. That's a fact. They all worthy of being mentioned. Disaster, Mook, Hollow, Lux, Arsenal.
Yeah,
these are pretty much the top five. So it kind of comes down to like, okay, that's why I said, should we even do an order? Because they all could be the number one guy.
Because it goes to show who you think is superior to who all time.
Damn. Well, maybe Lux. Maybe Lux. I would have to. I mean, Lux, but damn, man.
Yeah.
But I said Hollow. I said Hollow.
Hey, yo, I'm listening to you niggas talk right now, and I really started thinking it should be Lux over Mook, bro. Number one, Mook hasn't battled recently like that. Yeah, he battled two legends. See, what really sticks out, why it's not clearly Lux, is because Mook just 3-0 them. If Mook doesn't Lux,
what wasn't it? Wait a minute. Did they have 3 rounds? Huh? Lux and Mook was 3 rounds, right?
Yeah, it was 3 rounds.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. But here's my thing with Lux, and the crazy
man, but I just refuse to give it to Lux on the fact that he ain't traveled, he ain't never seen another pin game. That was my two major concerns with and putting him over everybody of all time. I ain't seen Lux in a hostile environment. I ain't seen him come to LA or come to the Midwest, Chicago, Detroit, anywhere. I ain't seen him.
But then
so for a nigga to not done that, how is he? I mean, how is he like number all time and he ain't faced all the adversity a battler should be facing?
But Danny, that's your criteria, so that's why you ain't choose him. So you know.
Right.
Danny, I'm of the mind of this though. This is how I feel about traveling.
Yeah.
Danny, what you are is what you are. Just like all traveling means is some niggas might not cheer for your material as much. Because you may be battling the hometown guy. That don't mean you're not nice.
It takes a hell of a battler. It takes a hell of a battler to win over a biased crowd. Because you can go to somebody else out and take over their crowd. But
let me ask you a question. If these people are dead set on not cheering for you, then does that mean you were whack? Does that mean you lost?
No, it don't mean you lost. It don't mean you lost, and it don't mean you was whack. But you should experience that. That should be part of the criteria. That should be part of your resume. I went to a place where they didn't struck with me.
I'm cool with that.
Lux ain't done that. Lux ain't done that. No, you're right. When Lux battle Verb, I'll give Lux the greatest of all time title. Until he battle Verb or...
Yeah, you my only problem with saying Lux. You my only problem with saying Lux never battled another pin game. I'm going to tell you why. Because... they're battlers that I don't have to see them battle to know who has the better pin game. And especially after enough battles, you know what dudes are capable of. If you put Verb in front of Lux, Verb is not going to be a better writer. Like both going full throttle, Verb is going to get some nice punches in. If Verb is on his A1 as Lux is on his A1. That's going to be a crazy battle. But no one is going to walk away from that battle saying Verb is a better writer than Lux because there's too much material to draw from to determine who's the better writer. They don't need to face up for me to know that.
I would think that don't mean Verb, but that don't. Hold on. It's not. This ain't even a question of who's a better writer or not. I wouldn't say Verb is a better writer than Lux, but that don't mean Verb still can't beat him. That don't mean Verb still can't win that battle.
No, it don't mean that, but when you're saying pin game against pin game, isn't the point of pin game battles to see who has the better pin?
Yeah.
But what the hell
anybody, I feel like, outside of a few people.
I heard you, Cat.
What do you say?
He said, what the hell is a pin game?
I'm going to ask somebody. I'm going to ask.
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.